How's it going, guys? So we're gonna be working in the parlor a little bit today. As most of you know, we're gonna be extending this parlor, changing it from a swing 14 to a swing 16. And the equipment guys were in here the last week or two, finished up adding these swing arms and our new wash cups for these. We have another guy that's gonna be helping us actually move the gates. One of these days this week we wanna do that. We have a couple jobs we can get done before then. This future cow teat prep line goes right through here currently, which we're gonna be moving this pipe down to here. So that's where we're gonna be milking cows. We need this out of the way, so we're gonna have to slide this down a little bit. Probably fasten it to the wash line. They move down, and then we're also gonna move our wash hose reels over a little bit because the cows are gonna be wrapping around. They're kind of right where they're turning. This end gate's gonna be moved up here. It's gonna make this turn a little bit tighter. There's enough space there, but these hose reels are kind of right at the turn. I'm gonna cut a section off the bottom end of this hose, so we need some more length to reach over here. This future cow teat prep system mixes the pre-dip in the back room, pumps it out here. These lines, they have the fluid plus electricity running through them. They're kind of special. Can't just extend them, cut them and extend them too easily. So rather than messing with extending those lines, we're just going to slide the plugs up as far as we need to move that vertical piece down. This one's a 35 foot, this one's just a 20 foot, but we're eventually going to trade that one for a longer one as well, and then both of them will have plenty of reach. Mounted these plugs up higher, trying to keep water off of them a little bit. Slid it down and fastened it to this wash pipe. That's where the wash water comes out to the wash cups. This future cow teat prep setup, a lot of parlors that are not swing parlors, they actually put the plugs on a track, but since we have a swing parlor, it had to be lines on the ground. Hey guys, so we're doing our last milking here this morning with our swing 14 parlor. Got the two new milkers in here, but today the plan is to move the end gates up, just finishing up the milking, and then the guys are going to be here soon to get started. Getting the last side of pen 4 in the parlor, and then we just have to bring pen 5, which is our special needs group, over to milk yet. So we're going to be gaining space for around 28 more cows over our current capacity. So the parlor will be a little bit empty for a month or so here until we have more fresh cows. We do have a lot more cows coming in to milk very soon. So this is our pre-fresh pen. All these cows are due to calve in the next couple weeks, and then we have a bunch more to move in here. When they first have their calf, they come into the special needs pen. We have some cows in here that are sore feet cows and for different reasons they'd be on the bed pack. We're always moving cows out of this pen into the freestall groups as we have space out there. This morning, as they're coming back from milking here, we're gonna be sorting a bunch of these out to the groups. Now we're letting the first side of the special needs back. So Megan has a list there. We're gonna sort a whole bunch of these out. There's a few permanent members of this pen that don't have the best feet and legs, but besides those, there's gonna be a lot that can go out. Like this 915's been retired to this pen for a couple lactations now. She's a good milker, just doesn't handle the slats very well. Normally something we're doing throughout the week. I'll dry a few cows off and then we'll move some out. Or anytime we're switching cows back and forth if we have a sore foot cow or something. So she's diverting a bunch of these as they're coming through. Go, girl. So we had 25 in this group and we're moving out all but 8 of them. So there was a lot of cows that are fine to move out. There just wasn't space. 804 is coming then. 165.
Okay.
It's a little bit before 11:30 now in the morning. They're already wrapped up with this side. I was thinking they were gonna try to tackle both sides today, but we just got the one done. They would have been pushing it to try to get both sides done. They did a really nice job. Bent this stainless steel piece, added onto the butt pan. Goes behind the cows. Extended everything, moved our same gate out, just 5 feet. So it's just long enough we can still use this man pass. And this gate swings over. There's one thing we're gonna do is put a flat piece of steel across here. Yeah, I like how it turned out. So there's less space to turn, but I think it's gonna funnel the cows a little bit better. They have less space to just stand around. So I'm hoping once they get used to it, might actually make it go smoother around the end here. So we're mounting our our future cow teat prep holder right there, and I was just doing a little bit with these milkers. They're about to get started milking here. It'll be interesting to see what the cows do. When anything changes, even the slightest, they smell things and things look a little different. They don't want to move right, but we got 16 in here, first lactation cows. So yeah, that went really well. That turn, it's not too sharp for them, and it's gonna hopefully keep them flowing better. Can't stand around as much. We thought while we have so much space in our special needs, and we have so many cows calving the next month here, we're gonna move these gates over, give them a little more space in the pre-fresh pen. So when we poured this floor, we put a couple spots we can move that post there over this way, and we could actually move it the whole way over there if we wanted to. I have to adjust the robot, making sure that they don't get the wrong feed, but shouldn't be too hard. Up. There you go. I mean, it went like 6 inches. So I didn't see it move since then. There you go. No. Yeah, you want to clean the dirt out of there? Pissed. Okay. Alright. We just hauled a few more dry cows up. There's now 21 in this pre-fresh pen, all due in the next 3 weeks. Well, except for that one cow, we dried her off. She had a sore foot, although she doesn't look too sore anymore. Might be good to go down to the dry cow barn. Kind of nice, we have the ability to move that fence temporarily when we have a bunch of cows calving, and then we're gonna want more space in that pen eventually, but it's not gonna be for at least a good month. Looks like the end of next week we're gonna do the other side of the parlor, so once that's done, we're gonna have room for a bunch more cows out in the freestall. And as cows start to calve, we'll be able to move them out into the freestall barn. That's gonna be it for this video, guys. First milking went, I'd say, about as smooth as I could have hoped. The younger cows right at first was probably the worst, and then towards the end of milking, they weren't having much trouble with the mature cows. Really pretty easy transition. Cows fit like we hoped. For some reason, these swing arms want to pull towards the center. Don't know. Something to do with these hoses being too tight. Not sure. Anyway, that'll be it. Thanks for watching, guys.